Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hooks, Lines, and Hip Hop. I'm Hakeem.
Jacob?
Jalen.
Oh, what up, Jalen? Today we are going to be doing a review of the Easy, Breezy, Beautiful Thugger Girls album. I think it's a mixtape, actually. It's a mixtape, but
There's no difference anymore.
Yeah, it really
It's
is.
with
Not really.
Grammys, you know.
yeah. And shoot, you could listen to Coloring a Book on Dat Piff, and it's on iTunes.
Yep.
So, but it's a mixtape / album, whatever. I was pretty excited for this one.
I was ready to trash it.
You were
for
ready
sure.
to trash it?
No, I didn't like it when it came out, or when he put the thing on Instagram. Him riding in his car.
When I heard yeehaw as an ad lib, I was so pumped. I wanted to hear way more yeehaws than
You
I
wanted
did.
a Willie Nelson feature?
Yeehaw! Yeah, that would have been fire. Oh my god. Willie Nelson feature would have been dope. But before we talk about that, guys, Jake, do you have any news for us?
All Eyes on Me came out today. A lot of celebrities trashed it. Jada Pinkett Smith trashed it. 50 Cent trashed it. Said, catch that shit. Trailer's playing now. But 50 said, catch it on Fire Stick.
And pretty
So-
much wanted his money back when he saw it.
Well, that's because he's broke.
He's not broke.
The man
He did that
stays broke.
$15, bro.
The man stays broke.
Listen, I would want my $15 back. Have you ever been to like a movie and it was just automatic shit?
Yes.
Afterwards, and you were like, if I could get my money back, I would. And my time.
Bruno.
Okay, we're not going to talk about Bruno, actually. Let's not go down that road. I don't know. I'm really disappointed. Jalen, you were saying it's pretty much just like all the stuff you could find on Tupac on
Yeah.
Wikipedia. There's nothing.
That was the official review. Was basically, don't go to the movie theater and see it. Just get on Wikipedia because you're gonna learn the same thing there from the movie.
I don't know what happened. Two of the greatest hip hop icons. You got Biggie's biopic Notorious wasn't that well received, and then you got this one that came out and it wasn't that well received either.
Yeah.
But then you got NWA did it right, but you got to think the difference between that is NWA members are still alive.
Yeah.
And they had a big hand, particularly Dr. Dre. He had a big hand in making the
Yeah.
movie, so I guess that helps them when you don't have that.
Because you can talk to them and say, what is something that no one else knows that you could bring up in this movie?
Because the Aaliyah biopic came out on Lifetime, garbage. I mean, these are. It kind of makes me sad because these are like our heroes,
Right.
And you can't do them justice.
Yeah.
This isn't really news. This is just some stuff that's come out prior to this episode. SZA's album Control came out really good.
Phenomenal.
Even farther back, we were going to review the Logic album and didn't.
That was another one. We were probably just gonna trash that one anyways.
I'm kind of disappointed because I was going to trash that one then, and now I actually have that in heavy rotation. So,
Really?
Yes.
So it kind of grew on you.
It grew on me. It definitely grew on
So
me.
do you believe that you're gonna eventually just become a god being, and Neil deGrasse Tyson's gonna give you instructions?
Yes, actually, I am ready.
Have you
divine
been,
moment?
Jalen? Did you know that you're mixed?
Oh, your wife cheated on you, by the way.
Yeah, I'm mixed. When I cheat on me, I'm gonna say it every single song on the album, nonstop.
We won't get into that.
Let's give just the number rating real quickly on like some of the albums that came out in the past. Wale's album, I'm giving it a 2.
Yes.
3.
As,
Okay.
As Fantana would say, a light 2.
Logic's album,
A 5.
Originally, I would say 5. Now I'd say like a 7.5.
7.5. I give it a 2.
I give it a 5, and when we talked about reviewing it, I felt bad because you trashed it. I went and listened to all of his other previous discography, and I have it here in my notes.
He has a really strong discography.
It's phenomenal. Where is it?
He's saying that this next album is going to be his last.
Yes.
And Gambino said the same thing on his album.
Yeah.
And if I lose Gambino, I'm going to be really heartbroken. But
I won't name each project, but his first one was 75%, second one was 85, third one was 95,
so they were all really
85,
well
90, 85, 80, and then 50.
Under Pressure, I still listen to.
Yeah.
Under Pressure is amazing.
So I think when I averaged them together, averaged right at an 80 is what the average was. That's a high number for discography.
And he's technically proficient as a rapper. Like
Yes.
he's got a great flow and he can rap his ass off. The problem I think was this third album was just way too conceptual. Like he was focusing on like he could have easily made.
He talked about the same thing over
Yeah.
and over and over
And he could have made Africarian the way he was originally going to do it. And if he'd have focused on his experience of being biracial, I know he beat it to death in this album, but he didn't really go
into. Did you know
it.
he was biracial?
I just
Before
figured
the
I do
album, or halfway through, or at the end, did it just kind of hit you?
now I definitely know. And then the one before that one that came out, The Incredible True Story, it kind of suffered the same thing where the concept, although I think the concept worked a little better than that one, but it could have been a lot better than what it was, and the features could have done a lot more. I haven't gone back to it. I have maybe 2 songs that I would go back to, but overall wasn't that great. And then the other one we were going to review was Bryson Tiller's album. That's more R&B, but
I didn't listen to more than half of it. It was unintriguing.
Okay, well, I guess I'm the only one in his fields. I'd give it a 6. Overall, it was pretty good. I didn't get the appeal of Trap Soul when it came out. I see this one as even less well received than Trap Soul, because Trap Soul had a lot of hype behind it. This one didn't.
Why don't we just talk about Teenage Emotion too while we're at this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 2 again.
What about you?
You didn't really listen to it.
I
Did
didn't
you?
really listen to it. But
I'm sure you give it like a 1.
It did not.
Yeah.
It did not
Lil
meet.
Boat.
It did not meet
Lil Boat.
anywhere near the hype of Lil Boat mixtape.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'll give it a 4 because I liked the 80s synth like production on it.
That's why I bring it back as my favorite track, just
Right,
because
yeah.
it was so different.
I think he put a little bit more of his influences in it. The problem is, the songs were just kind of lackluster.
It was boring.
It was very boring. It wasn't that great, but yeah, I give it like a 4. You give it a 2. Jalen didn't listen to it, but
You'd give it a 2.
Oh, we give it a 2. Okay.
You give it a solid 1.
I mean, he's a little whatever, as J. Cole would say. So, he's not even worth my time. It's short, but
Short.
Can we
Bus
just
rapper.
say real quickly one more, and then we'll get into some more news and review. But Playboy Cardi's album. What would you?
I didn't listen to the
it?
whole album because honestly, Magnolia does not grab me as a good song.
Magnolia is a fire song.
Yes, is it not?
Magnolia is fire.
That album is like a high 8, and it's the features do their thing. I loved it. I loved it a lot, and I didn't like it when it first came out, but I think it just the more I watched it, the more I enjoyed it, or the more I listened to it, the more I enjoyed it.
Some more stuff that's happened in the break of us being gone. Jalen and I saw Travis Scott. Epic.
I'm
Yes.
so mad I wasn't there.
Quit buying Yeezys and you can afford to go to concerts.
Hey, I got my Yeezys coming in soon.
We
for the
saw
birthday.
Travis Scott in Charlotte. It was awesome.
So sad I didn't go. But
It
you
was
played me the
everything.
playlist.
It was everything that I imagined it was going to be.
And Jalen's kind of a converted
Yes.
Travis Scott
Yes,
fan.
I'm definitely more of
Yeah.
a Travis Scott fan now.
Just
need that
last week,
experience.
we went and saw Chance the Rapper in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Also, everything we expected it to be.
Yes.
That one I'm not as sad about missing.
I
but
would have paid. I would have paid this. No, you would
Travis
have.
Scott is like my idol. Though.
I would have paid the same money to hear him just play Ultralight Beam, Waves, and Father Stretch My Hands Part 1.
Yeah,
He did those 3 together. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Oh.
definitely.
If I also saw Common here in
Yeah.
Greenville, that was awesome.
Yeah, I had to work.
If Kanye wouldn't have canceled his tour in December last year, I would have seen all 5 of like my top 5 in the same year.
Common's really, he's not underrated. I think he's just underappreciated.
Yeah, and he's past his time.
Yeah, I think he makes good like
He's your grandfather's
inspiration
music.
music.
Yep.
He's your my grandpa listens to some Arabic like.
Fidget spinners came out in the gap between this. You didn't know
Hey,
about
Did you guys
fidget
see the
spinners.
little video with the little kid rapping about fidget spinners?
Yes,
That video
that
is
was-
fire.
Way to
man.
bring that full circle.
Yeah, that was crazy.
See what I did there?
Fidget spinners came out. What else? Scissors.
I hate you if you have a fidget spinner.
I
by
was
the way.
given one by the country club kids because they've apparently. He's like, dude, I have 20, and then he gave me one, and then I caught my dad
Wife's
playing
favorite.
with the fidget spinner when I wasn't home, and he
Hanny. What the hell is going on?
dude, he loved it, dude.
Okay, so we're about to get into Easy, Breezy, Beautiful Thugger Girls. 2 Chainz album, Pretty Girls Like Trap Music, came out yesterday. Was lit.
Yeah.
I tweeted from our podcast. LeBron embraced the bald.
Yep, proud of him as a fellow bald.
2 Chainz
person.
dropped. Thug dropped, and Jay-Z's wilding on Twitter,
Saying
thanking all the people that
Playboy
has inspired
Cardi
him.
is one of the
Which
people,
I saw
by
it.
the way.
I saw it. Everybody, I don't think there was a person on there that I really was baffled by. That one kind of shocked me. honestly.
Because he's so new.
But he is from New York.
Yes.
So there's some ties there.
Did you see the? Oh my God, the XXL cover. We
could do
just
a
have
whole
to
episode
We
on
just
that.
have to do like a real quick.
That's the shittiest year ever.
No.
Everybody
no.
always says that. This is the only year where it made sense to me.
What do you mean, that it was shitty?
No, like it.
There's two good rappers on there.
Who?
Successfully Playboy Cardi, and I'm not agreeing with that. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. And Kyle. And Ugly God is like half of a vote.
Ugly got Water is fire. If you guys haven't heard it. Who else is on there? I just want to touch on this real quick.
Oh shit! I dropped my
That
fidget
Caroline
spinner.
rapper.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She was really
Fine.
good too. I don't know if you guys
Fine.
listened to her album.
Who?
I forgot her name. Oh my God, where is it?
I don't know. Honestly, this is the worst. I'm not just saying that because they said every year. This was the worst year.
Let's
It
see.
just to me it looks like based on the
A
cover
Boogie.
that
A Boogie with the hoodie is awesome. You guys don't like A Boogie?
no.
You ever
it
heard
just looks to
Drowning?
me like rap is turning into punk rock based on this cover.
I think there's a lot of reasons why it's going that way though, because the instrumentals are playing a bigger role. Because the big thing about rock is sometimes you can't understand it, but the vibe is there, and
vibe.
the showmanship is there.
So vibe.
It's Lil Uzi Vert's fault.
Kamaya is hard. Her album dropped last year. It's crazy. A Boogie with the Hoodie's pretty good. PNB Rock is the lyricist. I don't know if you guys listen to much of him. Made in Tokyo. I don't know how he got in. Cap G is okay.
He can thank Travis Scott for the Uber Everywhere remix.
Thank the freaking Lord that Nav wasn't on there. I know everybody was like, "Where's Nav? Where's Nav?" Nav needs to go back to Canada and hide in some burrow because his self-titled is garbage. His feature with Travis Scott is garbage. I hate Nav, and I don't know how he
He's
got
touring
popular.
with The Weeknd and Gucci.
They need to just throw him off the tour. Save him. Just drop him off in Canada. Take him back, please. Amine is pretty good. Kyle is good. Playboy Cardi's great. Ugly God is great. XXX Revenge wasn't that good, but it was a lot of just already released stuff. This year makes sense to me. I'm not that mad at it.
I don't know.
You guys, what do you want? Like Tupac and Biggie's Ghosts on there?
Yes.
And
Biggie's Ghost.
Biggie's Ghost. Yeah, you're right. Oh, we don't want to get into that. That's a whole other episode.
All right.
Let's jump into
Easy
the review.
Breezy Beautiful Thugger Girls.
Or shortened to Beautiful Thugger Girls. When I first heard that Young Thug was going to make a singing album, I was intrigued. Obviously, I'm a big Young Thug fan.
We all know he can sing. He has a good voice.
He's got one of the best melodies, and his voice is kind of like an instrument on a lot of.
Like I said, I was ready to trash it.
What was
I was
your
just
like?
so ready just to be like, this is.
Did you
bad.
listen to Jeffrey?
Barely.
Barely. Okay. I think the big thing Jeffrey showed was diversity and the ability to have multiple flows.
Yeah. I mean, we've mentioned it before on this channel that we've, like Harambe, he's,
Going
if you
ape
could
shit.
hear, if you could hear a gorilla rapping, that's what you would, and I don't mean that in like any kind of race. I hear you laughing back there. But if you picture like an ape
Yeah.
rapping, that's what his voice sounded like. It was like raspy and harsh.
Yep. And he pulled it out a few times on this one, but this album was definitely more of like a Jalen said this. When you hear just some of the instrumentals just come in, you immediately think like country album. Like we were saying,
Yeah.
we could probably trick some of our hillbilly friends into like playing this album, and they'd be like, "Oh shoot, new country song."
What's this? What's this?
What's this?
This sounds good.
But I think the only time where I really got the most country out of it was the intro track, "Family Don't
Yeah.
Matter."
Yeah.
He
Yeehaw!
says yeehaw.
He does. That's the best ad lib ever. I like that song a lot. It's not the
Scott's
best.
got
Ever.
some good ones.
It's lit is legendary. Lit is in everybody's vocabulary now.
True.
That's how you.
What did you
know.
think about Millie Golightly being on 2 tracks? She's pretty good. She's from Britain.
She's very
good voice.
talented. I like the fact that the features on this album didn't really seem to overshadow Young Thug at all.
No, and they weren't really features. He's used Jocks before.
I want to say he's done a song with Lil
He-
Durk, but I'm not.
I don't
sure.
know, but like I was waiting on like a Duke remix or a Duke feature,
Yeah.
and a Young Dolph, and I'm kind of glad that wasn't there. But that vibe doesn't fit a singing album anyway. Snoop Dogg, we were talking about this before.
Yeah, that was-
that's the best
The
feature.
best feature. on here. Future's
He hasn't
feature
rapped like
put me
that
to sleep.
since he was
Well, yeah.
rapping with
Well,
Tupac.
you and me were talking about that at work
I
the other
agree
day,
with that.
talking about how Snoop Dogg is really one to work with anybody.
Yeah, he comes for a check.
Yeah.
I think so, but I like most of the time when I see a Snoop Dogg feature. No offense to Snoop Dogg, he's got a great catalog. Doggy Style is one of the legendary hip hop albums, but most of the time you can tell it's like he came for the check.
Oh, yeah.
Like you can buy that feature.
No, like you said, we were talking about it. I was like, he's the only artist that has worked with those classic hip hop artists and then is still working with the Young Thugs.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to hear an XXX Snoop Dogg song.
I would. That'd be kind of
That
weird.
would be weird.
Kodak
But I'm
Black-
saying, I
Kodak
wouldn't be
Black
surprised because
and-
if it happened, he would just be ready.
Yeah,
He'd be
yeah.
like, oh yeah, let me just get paid. real quick.
He's willing to hop on anything, and I think that has to do with the fact that I think it has to do with the fact that he was really close to Wiz Khalifa. You know,
Yeah.
like they really had the similar aesthetic. They put out that movie together. They put out that collab project together.
That movie is ass.
You didn't watch it in the right state of mind.
Okay.
You gotta be high as hell to enjoy that movie. But he stole the show on that song. That would be the only time I think where the feature really outshined Young Thug.
You said relationship with Future was boring. It just, I wouldn't say it was boring. It was just, it's what you expected to hear, I think.
Future has sounded like it's bland. I even
Even his two albums were
He's
kind of
got a
that
lot
way.
on his mind. Okay.
Yeah, Sierra left him like 3 years ago. That was a long, this,
He's
not, it was a
still
short period
going
of time.
through that, by
he's
the
just
way.
now understanding what she meant when she said, "I'm leaving you."
Yeah.
The codeine is just too much.
codeine crazy. But I kind of wanted Future to sing or something like that. But Future
kinda just
doesn't
what
have
you hear.
much range. Future doesn't have any vocal range. Like he really relies on autotune. Young Thug, I mean, he uses autotune, but you can just he's
Yeah.
weird. Like he's
It's the
just
same
a
thing with Travis
chameleon.
Scott. The two of them can both
Yeah.
sing with or without autotune. They just choose to use autotune
Yeah.
because that goes more towards their form of art.
Honestly, I felt like this album could have went two ways. It could have either been really, really terrible.
I honestly thought it was going to be terrible.
I
I had high hopes, but I really thought it was going to be bad.
When I heard "Family Don't Matter" in that clip, I enjoyed it for the most part, but I really was like, this could become like almost a meme. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it could be really
Like
trash.
Speeding Bullet to Heaven.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Kid Cudi
Oh.
did make what album?
I don't know. What you're
Passion,
talking
Pain, and Demons Land. That's a great album.
It is a great
That's
album.
What shut up, Jalen.
about. Oh. No, I honestly,
Born Sinner's garbage.
Boom.
when I saw that
No
this
Kool-Aid.
and when I saw that this and Pretty Girls Like Trap Music were dropping on the same day, I won't lie. The thought popped in my head, well, the singing album will probably suck, but at least I've got Reverend True. And I listened to that one too. We'll talk about, I'm sure we'll review that one.
We're gonna review that one for sure.
But yeah, I was very excited that it wasn't bad.
No, and 2 Chainz too. 2 Chainz' album just a little leak. It's I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Especially the intro is crazy.
Some favorite tracks.
Yep. What's your favorite, Jalen? You
I like the first one, and I like "Do You Love Me." That one that has that Rihanna
Yeah.
Drake work vibe.
Yeah. Rihanna and Young Thug could make a collaborative
Yes.
album, and I would enjoy it.
Yeah.
I would be excited to hear that.
That was my favorite.
Do you have any other ones? We didn't really get
If Snoop
much on the
Dogg
list.
had, I mean, Snoop Dogg's feature made me like Get High.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
those two.
Well, even before, I was feeling the song before Snoop Dogg came in because
Yeah,
honestly,
same.
when I saw that, like we were talking about how you said Snoop Dogg's there for the check, and that usually is reflected in the verse.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, oh, this will be all right. It'll be, and then Snoop Dogg came out. I was like, oh, this is better than the Young Thug part.
And then the other one I like is She Wanna Party.
She Wanna Party's really good.
Me or Us is my favorite track.
I was really
If-
surprised when you said
I hope that one won't get played at shows because of how quiet it is. But that would be one where, like, when we were at the Chance the Rapper concert, he like slowed down right in the middle of the concert and did Ultralight Beam, which was mainly acoustic. If Young Thug would not come out on stage cracked out, he could probably do that acoustic.
I think the difference too between like Chance the Rapper and Young Thug is Chance the Rapper can do slower songs, and he's got more of a gospel influence to him, to where his fans would enjoy that. But Young Thug fans, I don't feel like
My favorite song, one of my favorites from the Travis Scott concert was when he stopped
Sweet
and
Sweet.
did Sweet Sweet.
that whistle is amazing.
Yeah.
That,
I mean, he stood in one place, did the song, and
Yeah.
moved on.
he's performed Goosebumps. He did a world record 15 times in a
I'm
row.
glad it
I'd have
wasn't
been
that
pissed.
one because I would have been done. I'm like, we can leave, please.
But I think he was shooting for a world record. Random fact.
But yeah, Me or Us is one of my favorites. Get High. She Wanna Party is good, and Family Don't Matter.
Mine is Family Don't Matter. Daddy's Birthday, believe it or not. Get High, Me or Us, and I can't remember. I want to say Take Care, but definitely those four.
Oh.
Those four are probably my favorite.
Do you think he's going to continue to try to make a different sound every album? Because we had Barter 6, which was kind of like mixtape Young Thug. All
Barter
thrown into
6
the
is
album.
the most. Barter 6 still, by far. My only critique of this album is it sounds disjointed sometimes. Like, you know how you and I say, like, the order of an album is important.
Yeah.
And you look at J. Cole. J. Cole album, you can't really play it on shuffle the first time if you want to experience the
feel,
album. I think this album sounds a little disjointed at times, which kind of doesn't make me feel like the order is as important.
Well, I shuffle Barter 6. Barter 6 is kind of the same. I mean, there's really no message, so you don't have to listen to it in order.
No, but the aesthetic is the
Yeah,
same.
the sound is very similar.
Like, I think Barter 6 is still his most, like, nocturnal, just, like, really trap album.
Well, like I thought it was the best way to put that is like the best of mixtape Young Thug on
Yeah.
an album.
Yeah.
And then you had Jeffrey come out, which was still the same. I mean, it's still trap music.
Jeffrey's
but
wild.
He was
the
wearing a dress. I don't want to hear anything about
hey, I know you love Outkast, and I've seen Andre 3000.
Andre
with a dress.
3000 is probably one of the craziest in fashion-wise in hip-hop. And he came out in, like, 2000.
But he made.
He made like, what was that album called? The Love Below?
Look, Barter 6 is gonna be up there with The Chronic.
Don't say that. Barter 6 is one of my favorite in Young Thug's discography for sure. But this album, I don't know if he's going to keep getting weirder and weirder. I don't really know where you can go after this singing album. Like, this was his...
He's gonna do a whole Taylor Swift, Young
Please,
Thug
God,
collab.
I will stop listening to hip-hop.
Yep.
If
That will be
just
the
quit-
death.
Kendrick... I almost quit when Kendrick did a song with Taylor Swift. That was enough for me
Come
to
on.
just...
Bad Blood is some heat.
I want to
know we
hit you
got
with this
bad
microphone
blood.
so bad right now.
You know we used to be bad.
I hope we get copyright.
Well, there was
strike.
there was a time where Taylor Swift was working with rappers because she did that song with B.O.B.
Taylor Swift, Miley Cyrus, and Katy Perry can all share a suite in hell. And
I hope I'm there. That's a foursome I'm in on. Taylor Swift's holding the camera because she ugly.
stick figure. Jesus Christ.
Hey, if I can see her, the only ribs I want to see have barbecue sauce on them. I'm not trying to body shame. I'm just saying that's not my thing.
All right.
So this is kind of a short episode because
Yeah.
it's a Young Thug album, so you don't look for content. It's more sound quality and the vibe that it puts off.
And I want everybody to like listen to this fully, especially because we've been on such a long hiatus. So, what are you gonna rate it?
7.5.
Okay,
I'd give it a 7.5 too.
7.5.
And that's high for me for a Young Thug album, so
I'll give it.
put that out there.
I'll give it a 6 right now, but I think it has the potential to go up because I'm seeing. I've played it through I think 3 times, and each playthrough it's growing on me more and more. I remember the first playthrough I would have given this like a 4. Like I just
Really?
didn't really care for it that much, but I give this one a solid 6 right now. I think it has the potential to go up. More so than Jeffrey for some reason. I think it's because it's a little bit more put together than Jeffrey was. Jeffrey was kind of more of a compilation. But it was pretty good. It's pretty good.
All right, we're gonna do something. We'll do the hidden hits. I think we're gonna get rid of the throwback track and start a new thing called heavy rotation. All three of us have iPhones, so we can go to the option that has heavy rotation.
Yeah.
So this is,
And that's
for
pretty
me,
much how we were picking our hidden hits anyways.
So, oh, you listen to the Lord album?
No. These are new releases.
Okay,
I'm gonna
that's
listen to
it
that
was a good
one.
album.
Was it?
So this will be fun because it has the potential to be embarrassing. So what we're gonna do, if you have an iPhone, you're familiar with the feature. You just go to For You, scroll down, it tells you what you've been playing recently.
Yeah.
You want to go first? One of y'all?
Yeah,
All right.
you go ahead, Jalen.
All right. My
Jalen's is
rotation-
really like backpacker.
Yeah,
Except for
of
that
course.
Khaled.
You got Major Key, DJ Khaled, All American Badass, Joey Badass, Coloring Book, Chance the Rapper, Damn, Kendrick Lamar,
Fire.
and Everybody Logic. And lastly, Tupac Essentials. I was trying to get in the right headspace for this movie, and then I got disappointed. So
You want to go ahead?
Yeah. Chief Keef's Thoughtbreaker.
The worst Chicago rapper.
Stop.
Who's better? Who's worse than Chief Keef?
Who's worse?
Yeah.
Chicago does not have bad rappers. Chicago's drill scene is different than your little Commons and your Kanye's. You got
Okay.
600 Breezy, fire. Chief Keef, fire. Lil Durk, fire. I'm not going into this. We could have a whole Chicago episode. But anyways, Chief Keef's
I'm glad to hear you
Thoughtbreaker.
did not mention G Herbo, but continue.
G Herbo is fire. He Ballin' Like I'm Kobe is one of the best mixtapes.
It should be balling like a Michael if he's so proud from being from
Kobe
Chicago.
was his friend. He died.
Okay, I feel bad.
Yeah, feel bad. Chief Keef's Thoughtbreaker. Playboy Cardi's self-titled. Saw Baby Sanders. I'm not sure how to say that right. DJ Khaled's Grateful, but it's just to the max.
Right.
Kendrick Lamar's Damn. Childish Gambino's Awaken My Love. Lil Uzi Vert versus the World. Drake's More Life.
and I'm a
Earl's-
backpacker, so that's really bad that I.
Earl Sweatshirt Doris.
Damn!
We need to get a button.
I know.
Throw that in there. Earl Sweatshirt's Doors. ASAP Rocky, At Long Last ASAP. And Isaiah Rashad's Sunset Raid. Which
That's a good one.
I didn't know was as great as it was.
All right. Yeah, it was really, really good. Mine starts with Pretty Girls Like Trap Music, 2 Chainz, Coloring Book, Chance the Rapper. The Travis Scott set list, I made that for when we went to the concert. I mainly made that for Jalen so I could send it to him so he could kind of get familiar with what was going to be played. Drop Top Wop. I don't know if y'all...
No,
It's
it is
heat.
good. Dude, yeah,
It's heat.
It's good. What didn't was it Metro who did all the beats for that one?
I don't know if he did all of them, but he did a lot.
No, I think he did the whole mix.
It was
That
heat.
one's really underrated, honestly.
There's Really a Wolf, Russ.
That's good.
Just a quick kind of tidbit about that album. I
That
watched
was
the
another
interview.
one we were gonna review.
Yeah, I watched the interview where he was talking about that, and the guy asked him, "What do you mean by there's really a wolf?" And apparently, he said he had like 8 projects before this.
He did.
And what he was saying is every time he'd come out, he'd put it on Instagram and Twitter. He'd be like, "Oh, I'm about to blow up this," and he'd be in the studio with his crew like, "Oh, this is what's gonna make me blow up." So he felt like he was crying wolf. And then when this came out, when he put out What They Want, and it got 2 million views like in a month, he said, "There's really a wolf," and that's where the album.
Look at
Title came
2016.
from.
He dropped. Let's see. I forgot the albums. He put out like 3 or 4 albums at one point. It was
Yeah,
It was
he
ridiculous.
mentioned that he said a lot. The Butterfly Effect single, Travis Scott. Teenage Emotions, Lil Yachty, but that's mainly because we were talking about reviewing it, so
Yeah.
I did listen to that a little. Logic, Everybody, same kind of thing.
Yep.
Bloom by Machine Gun Kelly. I used to be a big Machine Gun Kelly kid.
Did you like
in high
that
school?
one?
It was all right. It had a lot of rock influence. That's kind of why I liked it because it was different.
I like the single that had come out of that one.
Who's
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly?
Oh my
Is
God.
that Macklemore's cousin?
He's better than Macklemore.
He's another one of those like white rappers that gets blackballed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know who that was.
Well,
Only
Macklemore's
white
not black.
rapper I
He's got a
accept is
DMX song though.
Eminem.
Yes.
Everybody,
Demons.
Yeah. Oof. That's hard. You got Surf?
Yeah, Surf, Donnie Trump. That is a good album.
That was okay. Kendrick.
Damn, Kendrick Lamar. That was on all 3 of ours, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Free Black. I slept on that album hard.
Great.
It is a good album. The DJ Khaled, I'm the One. I don't really. That's towards the end. I don't know why that's on there. Common set
That's
list.
a double fart for that trash ass.
I'm the one who's good.
your goosey belt.
It's a good DJ Khaled song. Of course, there's going to be no
I
content there. It's a
love
DJ
that.
Khaled
I
song.
love that Justin Bieber is telling me how real he is. The white Canadian with the Eminem.
Are you talking about
fade
Drake?
going on. No.
The white Canadian, you talking about Drake?
Easy. Don't you talk about the boy.
Watch how I speak on his name.
Bougeron baby boy.
The Common set list, it was just same kind of thing for his concert.
Yeah.
Mask Off remix.
That's a good remix.
DS2. Jeffrey.
Oh my god.
Barter 6. Why is mine so much longer?
Yeah,
than
why?
yours?
Yeah, you must listen to a lot of more music than we do, because mine was pretty short.
Mine was
Barter
short,
6
too.
is on there. Revenge, and then Upper Echelon. Travis Scott.
That's a great. Yeah, mine was.
Yeah,
that
mine
was it.
had like
I had biking.
six. I had like 6.
Yeah, this
albums
dude
on
is
there.
like playing everything. Word. All right,
You
guys.
must listen to one song once and then just skip.
I think I do this thing whenever I'm listening to an album. It's usually when I'm doing something. So I might put it on repeat just if I don't want to play anything else.
All right, so
Sorry, I just had
okay,
I'm
so
running in my song.
are we gonna do a hidden hit real fast?
Sure. What's
No,
yours?
go ahead.
Mine is the new Black song. Oh my god, I had it here. Hang on, I gotta pull it back up. If you guys haven't listened to Black by this point,
This All Eyes on Me trailer.
oh,
Just trying to get you to go see it, bro.
Black That Far. This is a new track he just put out. I played that one heavy. I'm surprised that wasn't on my heavy rotation, but it's called That Far. It's a great single. I think it's a bit of a continuation from the Free Black project, but you can definitely tell he's going to be diving into different elements by the next album. Very good. Check it out.
All right, my hidden hit is like, I don't even know if it's a real song or if someone just put this together in their basement, but Midas Touch with Kanye and Cole. Yeah.
Yes, we'll try to find a link to that
Yeah,
because
I don't know if that's even like a.
it's not on
hard to find.
iTunes.
It's kinda hard to find.
We had to find it through Reddit. It is legit because Music Mafia released it and they have been leaking a bunch of music.
There's like 4 different versions where the verses are in different orders and all this stuff, but you can tell that it definitely was recorded in an attempt to be a
The
real
one
song.
we heard was like sounded
Yeah,
like something.
it was CD quality going
Yeah,
there.
it definitely was.
Now y'all try not to laugh. You want to laugh first or after?
I just saw the album cover.
Well, we
can't
know
see
we
it. Let's see.
okay. On the way back from the Chance the Rapper concert, we were messing with one of the girls that was sitting in the back, Tabitha. We were playing some Miley Cyrus, and she was getting real pissed off.
God.
Well, then we get down to Macklemore, and Jalen starts playing something to piss me off, and I was like, "No," I said, "Go to this unruly mess I've made and play the song with Chance the Rapper. Need to know." It's actually a pretty good song.
Yeah, I like that song.
Excuse me.
He also just put out. I put it on our Twitter page. He put out a song called "Glorious."
Yeah, I
featuring
haven't
Skylar
heard
Grey.
it.
That's
It's not
really
bad.
good. It's good.
But my
Really?
concern.
Don't care for him.
He
much.
parted ways with Ryan Lewis.
It didn't sound like it was any different to me.
It didn't because I think all these other producers can now key in on. But I think part
He's
of the
rich
creativity.
enough to where he could get that same sound if he wanted it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think he's got enough in the budget for
but
that.
that was part of like what I mean. I used to like
Maybe
Macklemore.
he won't suck ass.
Why You Alls with Schoolboy Q is awesome.
The Heist is a great album. Still, I think people wanted to crap on it after it got big because there were so many radio hits that came off of it. Same Love,
Thrift Shop.
Thrift Shop, yeah.
But
Thrift Shop.
what,
got it.
my concern with him is that the creativity may be gone with Ryan Lewis too, because you had Four Eyes working on a project where now it's just 2. I mean, you know, there's executive producers and he
Right.
plays it for other people.
The song he did with all the hip hop legends that had come out last year, the one when he's on the moped.
God,
What was that called?
Downtown.
Downtown is not that bad. I would listen to Downtown.
Oh my
I'll
God.
tolerate Downtown. You didn't like that?
No, I don't like that at all. I'd rather hear Helen Keller freestyle.
I don't mind Downtown.
I would rather hear Helen Keller freestyle.
She might be good. Let's not really know it.
We won't know because she's dead, and there's no biopic about her.
R.I.P.
rap
Helen
career.
Keller. R.I.P. Adam West.
Yes,
Speaking
true.
of deaths, my God, that really.
Last night,
made me
California
sad.
put up a bat signal in honor of him.
Did you
That was
see
pretty
the
cool.
even in Greenville they've got the R.I.P. in a comic book like text?
Yeah, legend.
Yeah, wow. Very sad about his passing. Willie Nelson put out a new album though, so that's good. He's still kicking.
Yeah.
Gotta love him. Anything
Just
else?
end?
I guess.
Should we freestyle to end it, or you just want to end it?
No, let's freestyle the ending. I'm very glad we're back. I just want to say because it's been a long time. It was a big hiatus. I really thought we were dead.
If
for
I-
a second.
Did you
I
say something about
freestyle-
hiatus? Did you hear about this awesome mixtape?
Oh God,
Hiatus.
I'll put a link to that
Check
too.
it out. Check it out.
No, I can't put a link to that one. Actually, I took that one down.
What?
What?
We'll speak about that after. But
Put
if
it
I
back.
if
Put
I
it
really am gonna freestyle, somebody else has to at the end.
Oh, I'm not freestyling.
I'm not
I don't
freestyling.
rap.
Oh, I thought you meant like, you want me to drop a verse?
Just like four
Kill
lines.
it,
Just
put it
four
in a
lines.
hearse?
4 lines.
Ooh. Okay, keep going. Keep going.
No.
Start over.
I'm not gonna do that.
Come on, chilling with this girl eating crab up in Cape Cod. I do her in the butt. Now she called me the Gape God, lyrical rape God, rap God, no Eminem. You want something sweet? I'm out in your mouth and not in your hand.
All right.
Well,
okay,
I'm
that's
not
on
gonna
you.
I'm not gonna touch that. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'm glad we're back. Jake, try and stay on the. I don't have access to the Twitter anymore, so all the
How'd that
updates are
happen?
coming from Jake. I don't know what happened. I got
We'll
kicked
fix
off
that.
like a month ago, but follow
fix
us at HLHPO. Jalen, you want to plug your Twitter?
What was it again?
J. Cole Cocksucker 69.
Actually, it was Lil Smitty Dirt.
Lil Smitty Dirt.
Lil Smitty Dirt. That's what it was.
We'll link it in the HLH.
we'll put it down.
for sure. But thank you guys so much for listening. Peace.